Hello, Pillars of Eternity. Dum dum dum. Act 2. That sounds like the latest time? Yeah, load it. Perfect. I gotta remember where the last thing I did in this game. Been a hot minute. A hot minute?
Sure.
Travel to Stalwart. Travel to Krogholden and investigate the conflict. Oh yeah, we're in the Heritage Hall. Oh. I've been playing this other game where I can actually use WASD to move.
Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Testing. We are testing. I don't know what for, but we're doing it. Oh. Got a zombie. Beat him up while he's down. The hell? Why don't I have a provoke person?
Keeping an eye out.
Time to get this guy and beat him up. Run! Hey, look, a door. Rite of Hidden Wonders. The hell's that? Oh, +3? Cool. Should I keep... Wish I could use the WASD to move. Block him off in the hallway.
Let's go.
Ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ooh.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey.
They're stuck.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
We did it.
Sure.
$200. The last will and testament has been carefully drawn on a stained piece of sackcloth. It lists the Lord Valtus' various titles and holdings. Oh. Leave it to me. Hello, anyone? Oh shit. Seda, let us in. What? It's safe, come on out. Open the door. The female Dargle sniffs the air and whirls around, hissing, "Survivor!"
Let's
Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Ew. Ew. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Huh? Where there's a pick, there's a way.
You want to pick the lock?
It's finished. Yeah.
Anyone in here? Oh. Black and white cat. Volta's groundkeeper letter. This is a note addressed to the household staff. Please see that the family mausoleum is swept and the marble polished. The key is hanging, as always, in the kitchen by the oven. Oh. Wan light shines from behind the map. There's a ragged hole to the outside, as if someone dug through. Oh.
Huh? Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Where are we going? Do we go up the stairs? No. Any more bad guys? Ooh, fine club.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hello? A woman bends over a roaring fireplace, feeding a splintered chair leg into it. As you get closer, you notice something unnatural about her. A certain pallor to her skin, a lack of movement beneath her flesh, even while her arms execute deft, efficient movement. And then you see the puckered flesh, ragged and bloodless, over her heart. We should think about just killing her first and having you talk to the body.
It's rude to stare, you know.
Oh.
Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
Who are you?
A survivor, by the grace of my own careful preparations. When I heard the claws scrabbling at the door outside, I took care of matters myself. And since then, I've been careful to keep myself fresh and fed.
I saw you in a vision. There's something you need to do for me.
Believe me, I've heard that line before.
Huh. Do you know what happened here?
An incredible act of animancy, of a magnitude this part of the world likely hasn't seen since Engwithan times. Someone found something very powerful and ancient, and I'd bet my own preserved life it wasn't Aldhelm or his lovely assistant.
I still don't understand why this district is full of walking corpses. She spins from the fire to face you because someone found a way to tether their souls to their bodies, don't you see? She taps her skull with an impatient finger. So, when the heart stops beating, when the blood stops flowing, their bodies still animate and with a newfound hunger. She turns back to the fire. Those that can feed it with living flesh and essence stay strong and sharp. Those that can't degenerate quickly. Tell me about this Aldim. His name barely merits repeating. He's a charlatan who liked to dig up pretty artifacts and call himself a scholar. The pity with animancy these days is that just about anyone can claim to be an expert. I see. She smirks. I truly doubt that. It's time for me to get going.
You return.
Time for me to get going.
You return.
Time for me to get
You
going.
return.
Time to loot your stuff. Hee hee. These stale loaves are as hard as rocks.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Ooh, look at that money.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Oh yeah, can I craft something? Spirit shield. Mirrored image. Oh, hey guys. Spider fingers? Restores light endurance of perception +1.
Huh?
Dexterity. Ah, here you go. Just have those gloves. Prisoner. You're not one of the Acanthia's servants. Please, you got to get us out of here before she feeds on us. What happened to you? We're just groundskeeper. When the district fell into chaos, Acanthia took us in. Said we'll be safe until the Knights got things under control. Instead, she locked us up in here. Every week, one of those monsters who serve her comes in and takes us away. I don't know what she's doing, but sometimes we can hear the screams. The way to the district exit should be safe. Go now. Thank you. She's gonna be pissed. Here she comes. Something or someone snapped this Calabra. Candelabra. 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 She's gonna be right out here. She gonna be pissed?
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I came across a group of the people in the back room. I hope you didn't disturb them. Rounding them up is quite the chore. Well,
You return.
see ya. I actually let them loose, yo. I guess we're going to the tower. We went to the manor. Have we gone here yet? I think it's time to take a rest. Sangani saunters over to you, stretching her legs. She holds a pouch of deer jerky in one hand, and she offers it as she takes a seat across from you. Tumak looks on hungrily. Long day, she bends one arm behind her head, reaching until you hear a pop. Just wanted to see how you're holding up. You seem to have a lot of long nights. Well enough, thanks. That's a relief. I was following an Audra bear before. I hate to find out that my situation has gotten worse. She folds her arms over her knees. Look, it's been a while since I had a hunting party, but we're in this together, and even if we're hunting for different things, we're still hunting together. She takes a hunk of dried meat from her pouch, bites a long strip from it. Itamak licks his lips, and she tosses him the rest. Hold on 1 second. Alright. I don't understand exactly what's happening to you, but I'll help you find Thalos the same as you're doing for me. Here we go. Thalos these nuts. Doesn't make any sense. Hey. Little girl cowers in the back of the tomb. Her face is streaked with dirt, and even in the shadow, you could tell she's far too thin. She watches you, holding her breath. What are you doing here? She inches into the candlelight. Her clothes are a little more than filthy rags now, but ripped and stained fabric looks like embroidered silk. You have to be quiet. Louise brings the hungry people. If she's afraid of hungry people, maybe I should step outside. My name's Seda. Are you hiding from them too? She watches the door of the vault, her eyes wide and careful. You're Seda. I came across some jargles in the house. Oh, I thought I heard something. The girl's eyes widen. You saw mother and father, and Emilio. How did you get away? Those aren't your parents anymore. They never saw me. I was very quiet. She picks a thumbnail watching you. It isn't clear whether she's unconvinced or just dazed. Who are the hungry people? She whispers, and her eyes are round with terror. The ones outside. They don't sleep or die, but they eat. Tell me what happened to you. Her eyes take on a distant look. Her legs start to tremble. Be strong. Think back to how this started. She takes a deep breath and stares at the stone floor. There was a big noise, light in the sky. Everyone thought it was a storm, but then people started waking up after they died, I mean. She twists her shredded sleeves into knots. Mother and father and Emilio boarded up the door, but the hungry people found our house. Her fidgeting becomes more agitated. They fought, but the hungry people always get up again. They broke through the door, and mother told me to hide. And then I came here to hide, but the door got stuck. And I didn't know when it would be safe outside. Where's your family? At the house. Mother told me to hide and not let anyone in. Then I heard a lot of noise, fighting and yelling, and her eyes glaze over. And then mother told me to open the door again, but she didn't sound right. You need to get out of here. Is it safe? Are the hungry people out there? It's dangerous, but the path to the main gate should be clear. Run for it. I won't let anyone catch me, I promise. Okay, bye.
Keeping an eye out.
Any traps in here?
Let's see what lies this way.
Closing in on us.
What the hell? I was maimed.
Slow and silent.
Quick save. Let's do it again. Oh. Iridescent scarab figurine uses one rest? One per rest? Summons Audra beetle? Huh. This Audra figurine is shaped like a small beetle. Its colorful shell catches the light in strange ways, changing hues as it turns in one hand. Okay. Nothing else here. Stay a while and listen. We need to rest again because Steve got maimed like crazy. Freaking maimed, dude. Rest time. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Effects that modify the same statistics will often suppress each other.
Right.
Oh, shit. Get to the top of the tower in Heritage Hill. Send in the old man, Greg Grigginton. Oh, God. Poor dog. I mean, Fox getting his ass crapped on. Surround him. Beat him up while he's down. Yes, beat the shit out of him. Yes.
Let's go.
Dude, why does it take so much damage? Oh. I'm probably using the wrong equipment. It's fine. We'll figure something out. Crumpled page. And then Trin Diggs' letter. Dear mother, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many crippled ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I am writing to you from inside an ancient Edgrithian tower. There is an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have left us they have let us set up a temporary living quarters here, so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort. And he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for the Waidwind's legacy. I'd better get some rest now. Mr. Greg likes to get an early start on the day. All my love. Rip. All my love, Billy. Okay, where are we? What is this? Essence shimmering and pulsates within the strange device.
Sure.
Mattress is lumpy and smells of old straw.
Brave Dalfila Thilim.
Yes, exactly.
What is it? Bring them down.
Bring them down. Oh, we did it. We killed him. Hog. Page from Eldam's journal. Why did I say journey? Day 2. We've completed our measurements on the machine. Thanks to Trindig's youthful agility, further examination is required to discover its intended use. Oh. I see. Any more zombies around here that need to die? There's a skeleton. How do I swap their weapons? That skeleton got wrecked. What the hell was that? Rip.
Huh?
Patting the scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with dust. No one has used this bed in weeks.
Right.
No one has used this bed in weeks. Time to go up the stairs. Whoa, whoa. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm gonna read this real quick while you're gonna attack me. Folded page from Aldham's journal. Day 10. Patrons grow impatient with a lack of qualifiable results. Quantifiable. They should drag themselves out of their mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Yeah, beat them up.
Curse your eyes!
Ooh, a ring. Grants arcane dampener. Beneficial effects suspended for 15 seconds. Oh. Rings can feature plain bands. Yep. Letter from Acantha. Eldheim, I did indeed receive your recent summons, as well as the two that came before it. I'd been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in person. A firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over the ruins I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Yours truly,
Yeah?
Acantha. Vessel bone.
Right. Let's go.
Kill that revenant. Die. He's dead. There's the stairs. Page from Aldham's journal. Day 11. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beast take the patrons. We'll finish the study on our own. Terms our own time. Just as I said as much to Drindig, the sky came to life with the stray lighting. Stray lighting. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad's spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep.
Let
Just take a nap. You'll be fine.
Let's
Kill the revenant. Oh, there he is. He's dead.
Brave Dalfilathilim.
Pray lock my Bible. We have like 14,000 gold. Finished in 2 days. Well, that's cool. Work of Inga's comprehensive guide, and that's a lot of words. The pulling, pounding energy in the machine feels even stronger up here. Oh. Probably gonna be an epic boss up top. Oh, okay. Let's see something real quick. Bum bum ba bum. Huh. I don't know. You're fine. Okay. I feel like my mic is not as loud as it should be, but I
Let's
don't know.
try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
Hey, Aldheim. A man hunches over the strange mechanisms, his spine a sharp ridge arising from his arched back. He barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Adra pedestal. Only his bared teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of him.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He smashes his fist into the Aedra pillar. His hands make a crunchy noise but doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Keep talking, Aldwin.
Something
Aldham.
happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask. Carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning, we felt strange. Like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds. The strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
What the hell?
And the machine. This cursed spire. Dormant for 2,000 years. Lifeless through hundreds of our experiments. And we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
Good question. As exciting as the prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that, given mention of a machine and a masked figure both, there is another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. Nowhere to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does the machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick, yes? Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
How can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Harridan, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Wait, runes? The Angathrian runes? She can read them? He speaks of this feat so blandly. Let's talk instead of this Harridan, Greg McGregington. I'd pick her thoughts at a time. She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patrons somewhere else. Somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. There was a stranger in the tower the night this happened?
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
You're not like the ghouls in the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul imprisoned in this corpse only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger.
Hunger.
The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
Hmm.
I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
What happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck, and there was hardly anyone left.
I'll get the words from Acantha.
Yes, Acantha. She was here, in the district. Probably here still, always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
Ooh, strong, huh? There's a sign in Rotonai about feeding sharks. Don't do this, Greg McGregorton. If you nothing else, you're liable to lose a hand. Huh. Jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. Unintelligible. Wow. Unintelligible. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, right? Ruins cover the panel. Inspect the machine. A sunburst of copper filaments surround a dial that looks to be about twice the size of a hen's egg. The filaments cross and diverge, ending in bead-tipped nodes. Each wire has a point of origin somewhere along the edge of the dial. Runes are inscribed around the dial. Inspect. Standing near the device feels like a blown out. A winding staircase runs through the core of the tower, providing access to all levels. Proceed to the bottom. To the bottom. To the bottom. Sure, you're a good boy. I need to have a text to speech on sub messages, because then I could say stuff. Do 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 do. See what this bitch has to say.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
I need the words that operate the Ingifrian machine. Oh shit.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
You feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I'll bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
The problems inherited chills are bigger than your rivalry. What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you these dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Her pride's burden brighter still. Humble Eldwin now by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it's more succulently. Your words fan the strange coals at the center of her soul. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's
What?
called Ter Nuneth.
Ternua?
They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are
Deerwood.
relays built to move souls.
How do you operate the machine atop a Ternua?
Back to these Tinker's concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
I'd release them?
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
Huh. I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodge in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that writhes and squeals within her. Here, I have specimens plenty and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What? But what good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her, Greg McGregington, an entire language at your fingertips and she hides it away. Extinguish Acantha's pride. The vampire doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mass. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls will remain here and with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animator in the history of the field. And who will know that about it? Blah, blah, blah. The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've learned, years of studying the Ingwithian language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Knowledge is meaningless unless it's shared. A foolish and false sentiment, knowing is meaning. It needs no external purpose. Your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. Little more than an amber now. You're wrong. There's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. Will that really be enough for you? It will. It must be. Extinguish. You reach for it, but it's still too hot. Teach me what you know. Your words finally quench her pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond hard rock. You cast it away where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours. These are the words you need.
Oh wait, I totally... her cold dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Ruins flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They're commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of ruins, far more than Acantha can have shown you. And you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together. The language of Ingwith once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind.
My mind.
You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Nuneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna do whatever. A speaker of dead tongues now, and so he surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in the matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me? What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
Be careful. The machine controls hundreds of souls, and the volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss. I don't know. Destroying it seems like it might do this place some good. You said the other towers around Deerwood were constructed to move souls. Why would the Ingwithians have wanted to do that? Another mystery. Hypothetically. Wow, I'm an idiot. Hypothetically. I see the word, but I can't speak the word. Duh. Hypothetically, anywhere they wish, the real question, as always, is why. The intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields, to collect them like butterflies under glass, to melt them down for raw essence. Unfortunately, I don't know. How do you know so much about the tower? I read the ruins like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Eldhelm try to read them like instruction manuals. And in doing so, they miss their true meaning completely. Huh. Still don't understand why the Engithians would want to build a machine that tethers souls. Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithians as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment. For realsies? For realsies? Certainly. Explain how the controls works. Word. Harnessing the power of Tyr Nunath is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words in their meanings. You can speak them, and the tower shall obey. That's all, thanks. That's all, thanks. Not completed. Tower returns to the stronghold with 2,100. Wow, experience. Class unlocks. Oh, they just give you this stuff, huh? Okay, whatever. Sounds good to me. Level 5. Puggers. Saint Efsnot. Ymirian legend holds the Saint Ephens created a miraculous knot that faithless could not untie, wow. Daring burglary recently cleaned out the myriad precious relics in the Smith's Hall. Very pleased with himself, blah blah blah. Closed. Lord Banwood left your keep in a huff after saying that you approached to dealing the peasants. Okay. There's nothing here. Huh. Too bad I can't build multiple things. I got the money for it. Why can't I build it? Please. Please. Let me build. Son of a bitch. Smaller and faster weapons tend to have a lower interrupt rate, but attack with higher frequency. Dude, I have so much freaking shit. Ah, damn. Fine greatsword? Two-handed weapons require 2 slots. You think? Wah, wah. Fine dagger. Hearth harvest. Oh. Where's my shield? Oh, there they are. Shield. Proceed to the top. Aldham looks much worse than before. His rotten flesh hangs loosely, and sores have eaten away patches of his skin at his joints. He looks at you with strange glimmer in his eyes.
Flesh.
He takes a tentative, scuttling step towards you. He doubles over, coughing up strings of black bile. He seems to have forgotten about you for the moment. Huh. Jagged Adra pillar rises in front of you, encased in stonework and run through with copper veins. The panel covered with runes, which you can now understand. You recognize the word for end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize by inscription that the manner in which you turn the dial is means of throttling the device. Let's choose end. Teehee. As the command word leaves your lips, the dial sinks into the Adra under your hands. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. I turned it off.
Still and silent. It's finally over.
Okay. Now what? Alright, see ya, Aldham. Aldham. I don't know what I did, but I did it. I saved him. Oh shit, it got super foggy. The hell? Hmm? Why is it so foggy now? I mean, I killed literally every monster around here, but... Talk to Akantha, whatever. See what she has to say. She's not even here anymore. Oh shit. Huh. I guess we'll just leave, see what happens. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum bum bee ba dum. There, that's the nice man who helped me. And thank the Iron Arm for it. It will get you sorted out at the keep. Oh, okay. The tower, it's up. Does this mean the curse of the Heritage Hill is lifted? It wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe again. I think it'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle in the district again, but at least we can get started on restoring it. Smile. The final act. Speak with 3 contacts. What? Travel to Craghold? Anything I could discover in the pursuit that leads to attain in the catacombs of the wooden church would be useful to her. After having run across Theos and Brackenbury Sanitarium, I let... Okay. I guess we go back and check. Brackenbury. Brutish warriors arrive seeking employment. What employment? Brutish warriors arrive seeking employment. He was nearly set upon by brigades on the road, but your patrols intervene. Okay, what's that do for me? Do I get another person to join my group? Oh, what the hell? We have assassins. What the fudge?
Let's go.
Excuse me, but I've been looking for you. You're the one who lifted the curse on Heritage Hills. I'm busy. I'm fighting. My lady, who wishes to remain anonymous, has entrusted me with bringing you this pistol. It belongs to a dear friend of hers. For your part in reclaiming the hill, my lady wishes you to have it. Here, may it serve you well in battle. Thanks. She bows. You're welcome. You're quite welcome. You gained a pistol. Now I must be off.
Let's go.
God damn.
Following your lead.
Pistol. Ooh. Arquebus. This pistol's better. Soul-bound scepter, two-handed. There you go. Soul-bound. All right, where are we going? Let's go to this house.
As you say.
Forgot whose house this is. All right, this is the what's-her-name's house.
How fares your search?
There's something I could tell you about the Laden Key's operation.
Well, let's hear it.
The Anguithian Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The Laden Key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since.
Yeah.
The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action. Yes?
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right. Let's see. We talked to her, told her what's up. Travel to Stalwart. Inform lady, we don't need to do that. Travel to Wood. Okay. Travel to Craigholt. Craigholt. Where the hell's Craigholt? Craigholt? Oh. Let's go back to my base of operations.
Walls need some work before this place is secured.
Oh shit, thanks.
My husband could fix them right up.
Messenger from Defiance Bay has arrived. A messenger? What? I bear a message from the Ducal Palace. Pardon the intrusion, my lord. Chancellor Warren urgently requests that you meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Is it about Cade Newigan? I don't know. My apologies, my lord. I am merely a messenger. Remind me who Chancellor Warren is? He's the legal arbiter for Earl Bademere, Lord of the Grasp. I believe you made his acquaintance at the Ducal Palace? Why doesn't the Chancellor meet me at the palace? Perhaps the Chancellor is meeting with you in an unofficial capacity. It happens from time to time. I'll meet him there when I can. Okay. Meet him later. Like never.
I trust all is well. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
What's the state of the keep? People are starting to notice your hard work. I dare say we'll have more visitors shortly. I'm glad you decided to stay on, my lord. Yes. To see it's restored. To see it restored is, I can imagine, the great crowds, the petitioners, music, perhaps in the evenings. Oh, I've gotten carried away, haven't I? Here's the report. Wow. One day. One day. Okay.
I feel sorry for whoever has to clean up this place.
I feel sorry for shut the hell up. We're back.